Hello everyone, you might have seen my last video where I was playing around with the overclocking and such. We're going to do something very interesting. We're going to go into easy overclock. I do have extreme overclock installed, so I'm always permanently at 1.344 gigahertz, but right now we're going to take it down back to the default parameter of 1.008 gigahertz, and we're going to try some troublesome games, FX games in fact. Let's do it right now. We're going to load up the RetroArch Extreme shortcut from the main user interface, which again you can get from the Hackshi modules came at the Mod Hub Games tab. Okay, and it'll let you allow to launch RetroArch from the main user interface. We're going to go low content, start charger, media, which would be our flash or hard drive, dummy folder method, and we're going to go to the SNES games, and I've watched a few more Trailer Park Boys, and of course am catching up on Tiger King, and I even watched the animated Netflix movie Willoughby's, which wasn't too bad. We're going to go into the SNES Redux folder here, and we're going to go to Star Fox. That'll be our first test example. And right there on the box art, revolutionary super FX microchip creates special effects like never before. I haven't heard that before, but in any case, yes, they basically did an onboard chip because the original hardware could not handle it by itself. And we're going to load this with the 2010 default core here. And we're going to see how this runs. Again, one of the hardest things to emulate on any emulators throughout history here. It runs pretty nicely on BSNES, but we cannot run BSNES on the mini classics, unfortunately. But we're going to see how this runs here. And we're going to try to do a little bit of special magic and try to get Star Fox DFX game running as well as we can today. But we're going to see how the game runs by default here real quick. And I have a feeling when I do the Nova Bomb, it's probably going to slow down to a crawl. We want to go to Venom. And speaking of Venom, I'm looking forward to the follow-up Venom movie. I like the first one. And if you ever saw the Jake Gyllenhaal movie called Life, I kind of think of Life as a nice prequel to Venom. It's not really related whatsoever, but just watch for yourself and you see what I'm talking about. Especially at the end of the movie. But let's see how this runs here. Scramble, by the way, another great Konami earlier shmup game. But you can already see this game's not going to run all too well here. Again, we're at 1.008 gigahertz, and we're already pushing the system to the limits trying to run an FX chip game, which requires essentially 3 times the processing power at a minimum to run. But you'll see for a moment here, especially when we have a bunch of on-screen action, we do the Nova Bomb or such. Okay, let's check it out. I do like what they did with the Star Fox 64 when they ported it over to DS, though. They did a great job with that. Okay? Should we say 3DS? Yes, it slows everything down to a crawl. It's almost like a slideshow right now. So slow. I don't think I'd be going too far on my way by saying that I could enjoy the first level of Superman 64 right now on Cluepin than I would play this. This is almost a monstrosity right now with how slow it's running. This is awful. I really need to up the ante here as quick as possible and play better, but we're going to go to the next game. In the lineup, another troublesome game to run, which many people have been reporting to me. I mean, Star Fox is obviously a tough one to run, and if you're on the SNES Classic, you could actually run it pretty decently with Canoe, comparatively speaking to RetroArch. But we're going to try to do it so we can run them all through RetroArch. Fine. We're going to go to our second test game right now. We're going to do Yoshi's Island. Again, Star Fox is not a win-win here yet, but we'll get there. We're going to do Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. It's a QC platformer style game, but it is very deceptive because it is incredibly challenging. It is not an easy game. It is not a pushover whatsoever. But expect some lag because, like I said, it requires pretty much 3 times the processing power because it is an SA1 chip onboard special game. Even the title screen here is lagging tremendously. You'll see for yourself in a moment when I start playing the game. And Yoshi's Island, should we say Yoshi 64, is also a tough game to run because of the memory leak on the mini classics. But we're going to try to get to the first stage here and see how this game plays. And then we're going to do one more game which is incredibly difficult to run, which doesn't really have a special chip. It's just because of how many enemies are on screen at any given time. It is a tough game to run. A tough cookie to crack. But Yoshi's Island 2 and Star Fox are 2 of the most incredibly difficult games to run here. And I took into account many games that you guys were recommending in my comments and on the YouTube video from the last one I did. And we're going to see how these parlay into some of these fixes for the work in progress next update. Because these will probably go into the next update, not necessarily this one. Because I have quite a bit more testing I'd like to do before I roll this out. Okay, let's see how this runs here. You can already see that when I do the little floaty move, I'm already getting quite a bit of lag here. Let's get some eggs here. And I love the early Angry Birds style gameplay here. I mean, Angry Birds is not as original as they think. They were obviously fans of this game because the Angry Birds started out here. Whoa! Almost didn't make that. But yeah, it's lagging pretty bad. It's real bad right now. You can hear the music stuttering awfully. Let's see how the second stage plays out. And then we're going to try the third game, a great shmup game. Make eggs. Look how laggy it is. Every time I do this move, it really just is bad. Real bad right now. It'd be cool if you could have like 20 things following you and really just lag the hell out of it. Kind of like when I was on Windows 98 and some of the earlier pop-up menus would literally put smiley faces on your screen till you got 40 or 50 and you'd freeze your entire game. And here we have the Angry Bird style gameplay here, but obviously it is lagging so bad right now. Whoa! There we go. And this is running so bad right now. It is pretty much unplayable in my opinion. It is bad. But we're going to fix that. And let's do the last test real quick. Look, it is just lagging so bad. Okay, low content, start directory, media, and dummy. We're going to go to the last game, which is a great shmup game. And it's cool because there's essentially two different types of this game. The American one, the USA release, actually has a nifty soundtrack to it, which you'll hear in a moment here. And this is, again, Biometal, a tough game to run. I mean... And it is very interesting playing two different variations on this because they have completely different soundtracks. The USA version has like a kind of 1990s hip-hop feel to it, like 2 Unlimited, you know, EMF, all that style music, Technotronic right here. I mean, this is the song that you hear in venues. But again, we have slow motion mode activate with the default perimeter. It runs so god-awful. I mean, it's almost like a slideshow at times, but it also makes the game much easier. And, speaking of special chips, before the end of the video, I'm going to boot up my PlayStation Classic and show you another special chip, which occurred on the original NES hardware, that was completely different for the USA, versus the Japan hardware. And I'll show you what I mean. It was a sound chip for a specific game, and you guys and gals probably all know which game I'm referring to, but look how much easier this game is without the slowdown. And we're going to go back to the main user interface and try all three of these games with the amped up overclock, underclock combination, time and differentials. This is bad. Look how slow this is. This is not at all reasonably playable. This is just awful. But we're going to go back to the main user interface and we're going to get a little bit of a combination going on here. And fortunately, most of the Mega Drive Minis to my testing parameters have been able to, fortunately, basically overclock to 1.344 gigahertz with literal no problems whatsoever, whereas some of the SNES and NES Classics, unfortunately, do not have quality assurance past that 1.2 gigahertz, so they simply have issues and they tend to freeze or crash or such. Okay, let's do this real quick. We're going to 1.344 gigahertz. Okay, we're back to the overclocked 1.344 gigahertz. But again, the SNES and NES Classics are only quality assured when they tested the factories when they were making them up to 1.2 gigahertz. So anything past that is not absolutely guaranteed. And you might have issues run some games, of course. And if you try to run Dreamcast, for instance, it might actually crash, freeze, or restart your system. Especially if you have lower power source, because you need more power in order to run more CPU intensity when you have overclock going. But we're going to do the same exact games here, and we're going to up the ante a little bit here, do a little bit of overclock, underclock combination here, especially with the FX games. Here we go. And we're going to try to do some time and differential for the wins here, SNES. And don't let me forget, I mean, think of what you want me to do as far as the NES games at the end of the video. But we're going to do Star Fox again, and we're going to do a little bit of an overclock, underclock combination here. Let's do this real quick. We're going to go to the SNES 9X 2010 Extreme Core. And you're going to see Star Fox running considerably better here. And again, FX games are so difficult to run. And we're going to do Yoshi's Island after this, and then Biometal after that. And again, I'm going to try to work in all the cores I possibly can so that you have the choices of running like the original hardware, or basically doing it like a magic trick. Okay? Let's see how this runs now. Again, you're always going to get a little bit of crackle, especially in the FX games, and it just comes with the territory, but overall, you're going to see the performance and speed is much better. And again, we got Scramble going on here. Let's see how the game plays. You can already see it is running a lot smoother and seamless here. Okay, let's see how the actual gameplay goes. And one thing I need to really do is see how long it takes to get from the beginning of the first stage to the boss of the first stage on the actual hardware. And then compare it to how my timing is here. And that's what I'm trying to go for, is a little bit of a comparison. But look at it, this is running awesome right now. This is so much more playable. We should be able to zoom through the stage real fast. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is awesome. This is so much cooler. Okay, we should be able to get to the end boss with no problem here. Oh yeah. And then we're going to do Yoshi's Island next, and I'm really having faith that it plays much better too. But very cool. And I remember getting this on day one and just absolutely loved the game, played it all the way to the end on the first day. You always know a game keeps you busy when you get it and you play it overnight. I mean, I literally just played this until I beat it. And I always love that the Star Wars trilogy on Super Nintendo also had some really cool 3D style stages. I love how they mixed them in. Like the Death Star runs, light speeders and all that. There we go. Okay, we should be nearing the end of the stage anytime now. But definitely running much better than ever before, and this is such an awesome update for work in progress there. And again, I'm going to try other games that you guys have been recommending, like, basically, Broken Sprites recommended Seiken Densetsu 3, which was basically translated into an English port later on, you'll see Trials of Mana for that game. I'm going to do a test with that too. And then somebody else recommended Squadron, so I'm going to check that one out too. Okay, we should be nearing the end boss here anytime now. Okay, I have faith here. I'm going to try to use my bombs on it. That was very quick getting here. I got 4 bombs. I'm going to try to avoid wasting them. Let's try to do some enemy fire here. Wait till I have a good moment to use these bombs. Oh, I missed one. Try now. Okay, we got this. I'll save it for the end here, because I'm going to be able to use my last 2 bombs to take this thing down quick. Oh yeah, this is awesome. That was quick, okay? So if any of you actually timed the beginning of this level to the end of the boss here, comparatively to the original hardware, let me know. But now we're going to do Bioshock. And again, Bioshock, not Bioshock, Biometal and Yoshi's Island. Here we go. Bioshock would be damn cool if we could run it on the Mini, though. I mean, who knows? I mean, anything could happen. We're going to go to the Yoshi's Island real quick and play it on the same exact core variant. There we go. And then we're going to do Seiken Densetsu because Broken Sprites want to see how that run. Okay, Yoshi's Island, here we go. Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. And hopefully it's going to run a lot better. We'll see for ourselves in a moment here. And I'm having faith on this one. I got this on day one just like with the original Star Fox, and it's such a great game, and like I said, it's very deceptive. It seems like it's an easy game at face value, but it's so difficult. Just like the Donkey Kong Country games. Okay, and you can see there's no Legicity on the title screen, so we have a good sign already. Now let's see what happens when we get a few eggs in a lineup to toss at the enemies Angry Bird style. Okay, let's do the first stage or 2 in here real quick, then we'll move on to Biometal. And then we're going to do the other 2 games that people requested, as well as the special chip game on NES that I refer to on the PlayStation Classic. Okay, let's see how this plays here. So far, so good. I mean, we had no Legicity on the title screen. Okay, let's get into the game here. I'm amped all the way here. Okay? Okay, I have a feeling this is going to run way better. And speaking of Netflix, like I said, I've been catching up on Tiger King, and I still have the Joe McHale follow-up special, and I have a feeling they're going to do more, maybe even a season 2 with all the content that they've had over the last 5 or 6 years they've been filming that, as well as, of course, like I would need to do the Trailer Park Boys, and I finished up the Willoughby's animated movie, which wasn't bad. I mean, I watched Kraus last year, and that was not bad either. And I'm looking forward to some of the other upcoming animated movies. I don't really go out of my way to watch them. I'm more or less into stuff like Deadpool, John Wick, and so on. Just crazy, top-notch comedy, actions, movies, and such. And I need to see the Bill and Ted movie as well. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, that's way better. And yeah, John Wick 4 all the way. I'm looking forward to that and really hoping that that comes out in the very near future. So far, so good. No lag at all. Then we got Biometal left, and then 2 more games that other people recommended try out. No slowdown at all. It's probably the best I've seen this game run on the mini classics yet. And this is with RetroArch, not Canoe, by the way, obviously, because I am on the Genesis Mini. Oh, we don't want that to happen. And yes, I remember being so annoyed when Baby Mario kept getting away and wailing and screaming like that in the past. Okay, we got him back. Angry Bird style here. There we go, we got our egg. There we go. Look at that, no lag at all. That is awesome. Much more playable than ever before. And you can alternatively play the Game Boy Advance version as well as the DS version. The DS version plays pretty damn awesome. But right here, I'm pretty ecstatic about how well this is running. Like, zero lag or slowdown whatsoever, just Baby Mario just getting away because I'm sucking at the game right now. We're going to do Biometal next here. Low content, Star Trek 3 media, and we'll do Biometal. And I'm going to try to do it with the 2005 core as well, just to show you kind of the parallel here. Okay, maybe I'll just, since I'm already working on that SNES 9X 2005 as well, we'll do it with that too. This will show you a little bit of a comparison. I went to the wrong folder there. Biometal. We'll do the same one. We'll do it with 2010 and then we'll do 2005. I'm going to do right here. See how this runs on here. And it should be running quite a bit better than the last test demonstration I just showed you. Okay, and this is the 2 unlimited soundtracks. Oh yeah, this is running way better. But yes, I'm going to try to do this with 2005 as well. But look at that, no slowdown or lag here. This is amazing. Oh yeah, all the way. It's absolutely insane. This, by the way, is actually a shmup that Mad Monkey recommended to me. He's a shmup fan as well. And I'm digging it completely. Okay, and we're going to crank this up with 2005 as well. But I'm going to do the Japan version just to show you the difference in soundtrack. So far, so good there. Low content Star Trek 3 media. And we're going to do the other version real quick. Because I showcased this before, but it's so crazy and surreal how different the soundtrack is in the two different versions. You don't really see that often where they completely change the soundtracks between regions, but it does happen. We're going to do the Japan version right now. And we're actually going to try this with the test of the 2005 Extreme update. Real quick. Here we go. 2005. And that's a work in progress core as well. And let's see how it runs here. And then we got 2 more games to test. And the soundtrack is completely different here. Listen to this. It's more KMFDM style now. But it's running pretty damn awesome. Digging this completely. I do like the fact that there are 2 different soundtracks you can choose from, depending on your mood. Now I'm going to have to work in this for custom OSTs to be a little bit more like this too, where you can choose. They have like a heavy metal soundtrack one day, and a hip hop or other such soundtrack another day. I'm going to try to work some of those in. But this is so different than the USA version, as far as the soundtrack is concerned. Another game that somebody wanted me to do a test on was obviously Squadron. We'll do that next, which is quite a bit different than the arcade version. I like how some of the games are actually quite different than the arcade version, especially like games like Shadow Dancer on Mega Drive and the arcade. They're completely different. But we're going to do the other 2 games that people asked me about real quick. Okay, we'll do, what do we want to do here? Squadron. Great Capcom game there. And we're going to do that with the 9X Extreme 2010 core real quick. There we go. And we'll just do this one right here. Welcome to yet another incredibly difficult shmup, and especially with no slowdown mode activate. Let's check this out. And I like playing the arcade version versus the home version, just like I said with Shadow Dancer, because they're completely different games. I do like the fact that you can do kind of like Forgotten Worlds and Fantasy Zone style stuff where you can actually buy power-ups to help you out throughout the stages. You can even buy better planes later on. But we're going to buy some bombs to start with. I don't have enough money to buy anything else right now that I can actually utilize. But let's see what we can do here. Digging this music and such. Incredible music and no slowdown mode activate. Here we come. If I can even make it to the boss, I don't know if I'm going to make it there. And I kind of expect like some Godzilla monsters that start coming into my stage somewhere here. Oh yeah, no slowdown at all. It's going to be a little bit difficult here. Don't want to go through all my bombs too early here. There we got something to take out all the enemies on screen. There we go. Okay, we're starting to level up our power here, so we should be able to take out enemies a little bit easier. I can actually hold down my attack button to do speed burst of auto fire for a few seconds at a time. Kind of almost like it overheats. Oh, great. Wow, that was close. Oh, that was close again. I got my danger mode activated, but I can actually resurrect my health as long as I don't get hit. There we go. So far, so good. Whoa. Runs so awesome here. Great recommendation. I mean, really, really great recommendation here. Oh, jeez. That was close. I know I'm screwed here. Yes, I am. I wonder if I have to do this whole stage again. But actually, I have more power-ups if I do the stage again. But great game. So glad it's running well. Now we're going to do Seiken Densetsu 3, a.k.a. Trials of Mana. Then we're going to move over to the PlayStation Classic to do the NES games. And yes, I'm going to have to play that boss again. I know I can take it out a second time around. But we're going to do the Seiken Densetsu 3 Trials of Mana real quick. And I have to say, I've actually never really personally played this, except when I did the English translated version years ago. I didn't play the USA Trials of Mana one, but I've heard it had an incredible slowdown. So we're going to see what we can do to fix the slowdown today. And especially on old systems, you should be able to run this fine on 1.008 gigahertz as well. And Squaresoft for the win. Love the combination of Squaresoft and NX as well. And one of my favorite shmup games was from the combination, should we say, Einhander. But we're doing Trials of Mana, a.k.a. Seiken Densetsu 3 in English right now. And we could do a new game. And we can choose our characters to start with here. I'm just going to leave the default names and all that such. Get a few characters going here. Okay, and I do like the game because it has a little bit of basically live action turn by turn here. Kind of like with the Wii's or Wise games. I'm not even sure how you pronounce that. But so far so good. I mean, it's run awesome here. And I played a little bit of enough to see that there's no slowdown anymore that I'm seeing. I mean, I'm going to see what I can do as far as time and differentials to make it even more perfect. But this is a good start right here. We'll try to get to one of the first encounters just to show you the kind of gameplay. And yes, it is run so awesome on 2010 Extreme right now. And we're going to see a little bit of the plot line here. Again, I'm going to do the PlayStation Classic for the special NES chip game right after this. And I'm digging this music here. It's really awesome. Interesting storyline here. I mean, it can't go wrong with anything from Squaresoft. Or Square Enix, as I like to call them. We got Terranigma, Soul Blazer, all those. I mean, so many great games. Okay? Gorman. They have a character named Gorman. Kind of reminds me of that Psycho Gorman movie that's supposedly supposed to come out. It looks very, very interesting here. If you ever watched the ABC's of Death movies, 1 and 2, on Netflix, they're very, very interesting movies where they have 26 different directors, each with a letter of the alphabet and a limited budget, to do a very, very short movie scenario based on a specific death per letter of the alphabet. And one of them actually made it into a very, very cool, like Tank Girl style standalone movie. Okay? Okay, we got them up here. The soundtrack is pretty cool. Now let's try to get into some action here real quick. See what happens. And thanks for the recommendation, Broken Sprites. It seems like it's going to be a cool action RPG to check out. And you can even do a patch to play the game with 3-player mode activate with the normal Seiken Densetsu 3. And I think I can hold a button down to run. Yes, I can hold a button down to run. Let's go navigate a little bit here. Very, very Zelda-style game. Where do we go now? Seems like, can I go here? Nope, gotta go down. Very, very cool. And 3D Game Heroes is probably my favorite Zelda-style game, along with Newtopia on TurboGrafx 16. I did get my TurboGrafx 16 MIDI, so I'm gonna have to showcase that in the near future as well. Girl, looks like I'm about to... what? What's gonna happen here? Okay, we have my wolf attacking me. Oh, jeez. You know, it'd be kind of cool if they do like Street Fighter style moves here. There we go. It does feel like I'm doing. It feels like I'm playing Mighty Final Fight by Capcom on NES right now. And is this one of those type of enemies I'm not gonna be able to beat no matter what I do? Is that what this is? Should have been easy enough to take out a few hits. Oh, come on here. And my life apparently seems to be pretty low right now. Oh, jeez. I think that was a preordained script there. And what's going to happen? Rise from your graves. Okay, we got Outer Beast now going on here. Oh yeah, it's working now. And finish him. Run awesome. Incredible game, Seiken Densetsu 3. Now I'm going to pause the game and we're going to get over to, of course, the PlayStation Classic for the rest of the video. Okay, we're on the PlayStation Classic, and we had a specific game that came out in the United States that actually was quite a bit different than the Japan version, sound chip-wise. We're going to go to my NES photo real quick. Should be in here. And we're going to play both versions. We're going to play the American version first, which should be Castlevania 3, right here, Dracula's Curse. And we're going to play it with the no slowdown mode activate and all that with the FCMM Extreme Core. Let's get to that real quick, right there. And then we're going to play the Japan version with a special onboard chip. Right here, this is the USA version. Listen carefully to the music here. Then we get in game here so you can hear that music as well. Okay? Just listen to all the music here. Just try to keep it in your mind here. It's pretty awesome music, right? But the music is so different. It's just like going from FM mode activate to the standard music AM radio mode activate with the Sega Master System games. Again, I'm playing the USA version right now, but we're going to play the Japan version next. And you're going to hear the sound chip differential here. And what I'd really like to be able to work in is the HD mode activate packs like with Messen and such, because the soundtrack is full CD mode activate. But yes, I'm going to go to load the other one right now, so you can hear the difference in sound. It again is a special chip, and they didn't bother with it for the USA version, which is unfortunate because it is so incredible of a difference. Right here, we're doing Akumaju Densetsu, which is the Japan version, same core, and you're going to hear a tremendous difference in the music from the get. And wait till you hear the difference here. I mean, just listen from the get-go. It is more like a Yamaha synthesizer. It's so amazing right now. And we're going to get into the game here and just, crank this up on your sound system. Definitely play Akumaju Densetsu on your Japan version rather than the USA version with the inferior sound chip there. See how much better that is? That is so amazing. We're going to see if we can get to the first stage here. And there are probably a dozen games that have the amazing sound chips like this. And I'm going to have to showcase these in future videos. And I'll probably do an HMod install because there are a half dozen that require a special setup that are a little bit more complex to set up, and I'll try to get those implemented as well. And what I'd really like to be able to do is obviously get the Messen HD packs running so we have true CD soundtrack mode activate. That'd be amazing. Be able to run the NES games with CD soundtracks like Game 2003 Stream. And if I run low on health here, hopefully going to be able to find a turkey in the wall somewhere. And I kind of wish they would have had Grant, one of the unlockable characters in this game, in a Netflix series, but he says kind of out of time and place. Okay, we should be able to get to the stage. And we got some enemies hiding from me up there. Let's see if I can get past them. I'm expecting this, though. Bam! I mean, they're right there in the open. It's kind of hard to miss them. Okay. We all know the worst enemies in these games are Medusae and, of course, the fleas. Them are... I call them Igors, but they're basically Franken's, fleas in the game. According to the enemy compendium or such. Oh, great. And I used to hate this weapon, but you can actually exploit the weapon to be one of the best weapons, especially in the first Castlevania with the multiplier. You can take most of the bosses down in literally just 1 or 2 hits because of the way it works. Okay. I'm going to try to conserve my hearts there to use a special weapon when I need it. Oh, great. Kind of bone creature there. I got hit anyway. We know some games when you go back, the enemies will replicate on you, kind of like in Mega Man 2, or you can even do a little bit of a glitch where the enemies will actually disappear if you go back and forth enough times. That's a very, very cool thing for the Airman stage in Mega Man. And I have a feeling that with these flip platforms here, we're going to be running into Medusa soon. No meat stick there. That was like the jokes where you have pizzas in the sewers and of course then meat in the little corners and the walls and such. I mean, who the hell would have put those there to begin with? And we got Medusa to worry about here. Oh no, I know I'm gonna get here. Oh no, we got this. Hopefully I can get some help before I get to the end boss. Oh great, I'm losing some health there. I always love the little way, the transition from level to level. That is so awesome. It never gets old. And no, there are no red crystals you have to worry about crouching with in this game. It is a pretty straightforward, linear, somewhat non-linear path where you can choose easy, normal, or hard paths. So I really would love to see Grant as a character in other Castlevania games. We really need to have him in another game. Okay, that was almost a failed jump. Bam! I just need to get a little bit of meat health here, so I have a chance on taking the boss out. And I think I found it. I think there's one over here. Okay, let's try getting this. I'm pretty sure there's one over here if I remember correctly. There we go. Now let's see if I can get a few more hearts for the boss, battle which is coming up soon. Like I said, I'm going to do a few other games that have great sound chip implementation. Again, play Akumaju Densetsu. The Japan version is amazing, without a doubt. No, you're not gonna take my health down. I need this energy for the boss. Oh no. At least I can actually deflect that fire there. I might have enough health to take the boss out. Let's see. I'm not gonna be able to find any more like out though. Okay. Okay. Should be in the boss battle here after this section. No! That was close. That's the one thing you don't want to be stuck on stairs when you're trying to fight an enemy behind you. You can't really turn around quick enough. Oh, I lost my good weapon there. That sucks. I want the heavy axe for the boss. Kind of screwed myself there. Oh, I was hoping I could duck under that. Okay, here we have the boss here, and I don't have a good weapon for the boss, so I'm kind of screwed. At least I have pretty good range here, though. Come on. Oh, that screwed me. No, no, no. We got this. Yeah, we got him. But hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and gals. There'll be more to come. And again, the Seiken Densetsu Japan version, amazing soundtrack.